when you are a fertilized egg inside your mother's womb, you are a single cell, omnipotent stem cell. You're going to make a person. It's incredible, right? Yeah. And then those cells divide into an early embryo. And those omnipotent cells become what we call pluripotent. That means they can't make a whole human at some point. Those divisions, they can make a part of a human, like a limb.
Okay.
So some species can regrow a limb.
Right.
Starfish, axolotls, which are these odd amphibious
axolotls are popular now. They make cute axolotl stuffies you can get everywhere.
Right. So very cool, animal. And then like lizards can regrow their tail and stuff. And did you know, Drew, that a human child up until the age of about 5 or 6 can regrow the tip of the finger if it's beyond that last joint?
I had no idea. That's so interesting.
It's very cool. It's out there. Pediatricians don't even know that often.
Yeah.
But, so why is that? Why did we have these genes that get turned off, right?
Yeah.
So because those genes were useful at one point. So anyway, you're back to the embryo. You've got these pluripotent cells that are making big parts, and then eventually you settle with what's called multipotent stem cells, and that's really what's generally out there therapeutically. So when you hear the word stem cells, I'm going to a stem cell clinic in Madagascar, you're really talking about these multipotent cells. So when you're born, you still have them.
Right.
And when you're a kid and you're growing, you're tapping into those. You're building organs, you're growing them, you're expanding, mostly in the growth plates. A lot of those come from the bone marrow, but they're in other parts.
Mm-hmm.
And then even as an adult, we use stem cells to fix a wound. You cut yourself. The stem cells help heal. The stem cells are replacing skin cells all the time. They're replacing liver cells. They restore, they renew. But you ever notice how, and maybe you're not old enough, but like an older person bumps their arm and it's like a bruise for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But a 5-year-old falls down and scrapes their leg, and they're hurt. Mother cleans it up, puts a Band-Aid on it, gives them a kiss, sends them on their way. 3 days later in the bathtub, that Band-Aid falls off and the scab is almost completely healed, right?
Right. Yep.
That kid has the same genes that kid will have later as an adult. So why can't that kid heal as fast as he did when he was a kid? Or why can't that adult version heal?
Yeah.
And the reason is your stem cells get exhausted and they become exposed to the world. And the same things that drive inflammation and aging, and those are overlapping.
Yep. Inflammaging.
And inflammaging, there it is. Or drive down your HRV and all the things you can measure and the inflammatory markers. All those things that negatively affect us affect our stem cells, and they just can't do as much and can't do as well. And we sort of, get so far as we need help. And that's where we tap back into the youthful regenerative medicine stem cells. That's where it all comes from.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. And like you said, it's sort of, there's a common awareness of stem cell therapy, but there's also this sort of stigma, right? Like it's sort of fringe. And then I also, as far as I'm aware, and maybe this has changed since my understanding, but there's a lot of, it's heavily regulated. Like there's a lot of stem cell therapies that you can't even get in this country.